that time again to unwind. Maybe somebody who needs it, a bedtime story. And just going back to the books that maybe most of us have read. And on my journey, let's go back not to like the Berenstain Bears. Let's go back to Sylvia Browne. No, I was not 3 while I was reading it. But let's just start there. Whimsical, ooh, there's ghosts and things, and, I'm afraid I have to believe in this and that, and religion, whatnot. And then, all of a sudden, boom, something happens in my life. And I just want to fast forward from that Sylvia Browne little side note. And I'd say that maybe I've moved to mice and men after that trauma. It's like, easy, Lenny. Take it easy. And so I started to think further, and the book Metamorphosis. Yes, the roach on the wall. The ugly roach that was really sick. Yes. A lot of symbolism in that book. Short read. All these short books. You can go to, as far as Death as a Salesman up on the list. Let's not get that far yet. So after Metamorphosis, I'd say Catcher in the Rye. It's about a gentleman that he's seeking manhood or something, and he goes out there and it's a phony world. And all of the mental anguish that comes with it afterwards is what he goes through. Just the self-realization of what's really real out there in the adult world. So you start to just look within yourself and, maybe start to think there's something else out there. Hermeticism, philosophies that of the unseen, unknown, Gnostic teachings, occult, and something that's misunderstood because it's never really taught unless it's inherited through a bloodline, most likely, or you just don't know you have those gifts because they're not activated within you. So having all these distractions around you, it's really not conducive for you to find yourself when you're being told what to do, what to say, or having this voice or this chatter or this responsibility, this ego, this burden, the burdens that you carry from this lifetime and past lifetimes as well. And so, you go through Metamorphosis and then the Catcher in the Rye and Hermeticism, and then after that you're thinking, oh my goodness, manifestation really is for real, that magic wand. So you become the alchemist. That's a really good book. Very inspiring. And so after the alchemist, I would say that it would have to be Grapes of Wrath. Sorry, I have to pause, and I'm not very used to speaking amongst the world. And it's easy enough because I'm not really facing the world but myself. And just through all these stories, maybe I did learn something in school, and we all did. Maybe we should all start picking up books and thumbing through the old stuff that we were supposed to read. Grapes of Wrath is a thick one. I remember that. And also remembering that my mother allowed us to purchase Cliff Notes. That was like a Shakespeare period for me. Midsummer Night Dream, Othello, Romeo and Juliet. And so I'm just doing my thinking and just thought I'd give you a little break from your thoughts. My thinking cap on, and don't mistaken it for a tinfoil cap, because I'm all ready to talk about anything you'd like. I'm all for it. And so these quiet nights, just take heed in your day and don't reflect on the moments that were bad, that you could have fixed or done differently. Why would you do that? Leave your woes and worries at the door, and, hopefully you have a warm dinner cooked for you, or your feet up on the table if you can and want to and could. Why not? And so I find myself in my office. This is once again my office, and this is where I do my work. No, actually, yes, all four walls are white, but I do have a bit of decoration to keep me company, and it's just so quiet. Quiet yourself. Have that fuzzy thought, that warmth, that hug, that embrace, that connection, that energy, that flow, that music, that synchronicity, the music that is harmonized within the universe, all the lessons learned and all the twists, twirls, turns. I'd love to be spinning right now in this moment. It's never too late. Never. Waiting for that knock at my door. I feel as though I hear a foghorn. Maybe that's that's the ships coming in. The trumpets, I hear that in the background, getting louder. It sounds like angels' trumpets. It could be. And so I should just go on a rant or tangent, or I can actually be serious about the things I'm talking about. Just know it's maybe it's a little bit of like pillow talk. Is that what you call it? Fuzzy talk. I'm gonna call it fuzzy talk. It's where we can get comfortable and talk about certain issues and things, and I'm just brainstorming and figuring out my way. Just bear with me, be patient. I'm still healing, still writing, still producing, still creating, and I'm in the middle of it. As if, what the heck, why not start now on my way? So you're just in the middle of my journey. And it's really only just begun. This is just a little background. And so when I found out the truth, how much time, this is 8 minutes, I'm sorry, it's kind of holding you up. And the truth started with when I found out that trees may be mountains, or mountains may be trees, and they have fibers, and I looked into that and I had tears in my eyes. And then I looked into other things and I'm like, oh whoa, there were giants here, and just went off from there, chemtrails and conspiracies and things maybe I shouldn't speak about here. Because I at one point want to talk about dark and light sides of a human being. Your shadow side and your light side. Where am I going all over the place with this conversation? And I'm not sure if I'd replay this to myself afterwards. I'm just gonna bam, hit the button. Because authentically, you don't really need to play this back. You just need to listen to it once and listen to yourself. Listen to your thoughts and what you project before you go to sleep. Don't go to sleep in a fight. Even if you're mad, just turn over. You know you love that person. I hope so if you're in the same bed. And well, it's like when you're single or when you're in a bed, it's you only take up like this much room. It's like you leave the rest of the bed open. I'm not sure why I do that, but I'm like right at the edge, like I'm gonna fall off, like right by the end table. And you just, yeah, it's my office, my couch, I call it, my little oasis, if you'd say. This is my space. if you can see what I can see, you wouldn't see the white wall behind me. I'm pretty much a green screen right here. And I like to process and think and get the things in my mind renewed and fresh for the morning. So I am too. So I think that's all I have to say. I think it's time to go. Like somewhere, like, yeah, somewhere where there's flamingos. That's all I have to say.